はい、ロック福田のマニファクチュール魂来ました。こちらはですね、カール F ブヘラの工房です。で、いつもおなじみの笠岡さんに
お待ちしておりました。
はい、来てしまいました。
はるばるありがとうございます。レングナウまで。
楽しみにしてたんですよ。
初めてなんですよね。いろいろ今までご一緒させていただいて
いろいろとね、スイスの方にもお会いしていろいろお話は伺ったんですけど、
工場に来るのは初めてという楽しみです。私もご案内するのが、
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
はい。はい、カール F ブヘラについて簡単に説明をしますと、もともとはですね、スイスのルテルンというところで1888年に創業した、時計宝飾店がルーツです。腕時計の製作というのを、1919年にはもう始めていたという先見の明がありまして、そんなこともあり2001年にカール F ブヘラという、創業者の名前を、付けた時計ブランドを作ります。時計宝飾店がルーツになってますけれども、特にですね、ロレックスの扱いに関しては世界で一番で、ロレックスの創業よりも実はブヘラのが古いというで、そういったこともあり、ロレックスで直せないヴィンテージもブヘラに持っていくと直せるよみたいな。だから実はその時計店でありながらすごい技術を持っているんですね。2001年設立とはいえ、非常に長い歴史を持っている時計ブランドというふうに言ってもいいんじゃないのかなと思います。そしてそんなカール F ブヘラを代表するのは2008年、初めて作った自社製ムーブメント。これがですね、ペリフェラルローターというものを搭載しています。ペリフェラルローターというのは普通のセンターローターと違ってムーブメントと外周を重りが回って巻き上げる自動巻き。これがですね、実は昔からある技術なんですけれども、誰もちゃんと実用にできなかったと。一番大きなのはリューズがつけられないってことですね。だから60年代のパテックフィリップ作ったのがあるんですけど、裏蓋にリューズがついてたりしました。あともう一つ、外周を回るローターが非常に衝撃を受けてしまって、結果的にそのムーブメントにも、衝撃が伝わっちゃうという、それテクニカルな問題があったと。それをカール F ブヘラは完璧に解決しまして、だから世界で初めてペリフェラルローターを実用化できたブランドと言っていいと思います。これは時計史に残る快挙です。そんなカール F ブヘラですから、そういう機械好き、時計好きには注目をされているブランドなわけなんですけれども、私はだからその何ですかね、心臓部、この工房一度見たいと言っていたんですが、ついに今日見られるということで、じっくりとそこら辺取材したいと思います。
Bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Il doit filmer, mais il ne doit pas filmer les gens. This here is a very important task. You can see many small components like this. Hands, for example. So everything we purchase, like case, bracelets, dials, hands, it's going to be delivered. You can see everybody in the building, it's connected. So everybody has a computer. So if they get the box with the dials, for us it's important, everything what's visible, like hands, dials, things like this, we control 100% by eye. Of course, we have measuring machines, for the precision, for the diameter, for the thickness, that's with machines. But everything what's visible, because there is zero tolerance, has to be controlled by eye. So all the hands, the dials, now we can see some dials, what they're doing here. Here we can see a novelty, what we launched this year. It's the Tourbillon Rebellion, as we call it. So it's a special dial, which is made with like a guilloche, a very traditional version. But this is like a modern interpretation of the guilloche. We did it with laser. And then we do like a special coating on it that you don't have one slide of colors. So the top of the pyramid is like white, and then when it goes down it becomes darker. So it gives a really nice color effect on it. Then we are using baguette diamonds, and this comes with the tourbillon together. So we have it in blue, in green, and in purple. And all kinds of parts of this, of course, they have to open the operation plan, what they have to check. They're going to check it, of course, with measuring instruments, but the most important part is, as I said, with 30 centimeters by light, there is zero tolerance in the aesthetic, so everything has to be proved. And Roya is the professional, she's 22 years with us. She knows all the details of every single part. These are the different calibers we made. This was the very first one, 2008, A1000, 2016, the A2000, then the tourbillon, this one, and of course the minute repeater. But you see all with the peripheral system. Good morning, bonjour.
Good morning.
Hi, this is the technical office. So here we have 8 engineers working on movements and on watches. So these 2 gentlemen are 100% working only on watches. These people here are working on movements. But some of them can also do both things. So it depends what we do. Of course, it starts all with the very beginning, with the idea. If we do a new watch, do we have existing movement? Do we need a new movement? So that's a big difference. If we can take existing movements, we will be much faster. If we have to develop a new movement, it's going to take years to develop the movement. Because to develop a new movement, as first you have to define, okay, what kind of movement we do. What function, what size, is it for ladies, for men? Is it the peripheral system? Is it the tourbillon, chronograph, whatever kind of function? So this takes time, so we have to define all the specifications. And then we do like a pre-study with the 3D. Okay, can we realize this in that diameter? We have to make many animations, calculations, and then transform the whole thing into the 3D system. Once we have the 3D down, of course, the whole development technical team, product team, also some watchmakers are involved in the development on a regular basis. We have to check that, to prove that, okay, is it going the right way? And once we have the 3D, we have to realize all the plans we need to produce the part. So maybe we can take a look on the 3D, how does it look? So here we can see the tourbillon movement. So like today everybody, not only for the watches, everybody who produce anything is using 3D program. Of course this is a big help because you can do cuts, you can measure, you can see all the details. So the whole thing happens in the 3D. Important thing is this replaces only the handwork we did 200 years ago. The principle is still the same. So the watchmakers, they need to know what they do. The engineers, they need to know how to calculate, how to design a movement. So it's a lot of work which happens in parallel because you cannot design just anything. So you have to calculate from the beginning the quantity of teeth, the diameter, the dimensions, the functions, all of these things to calculate it in other programs and then transform the whole know-how into the 3D. So only this takes, it depends the function, but this can go quickly, 1 to 2 years until we have in the 3D movement ready. And it's not yet finished. Once we have that finished, we have to complete for every single part different level of plans. So for example, this is like a production plan of the hammer for the minute repeater. But afterwards, you need like a decoration plan, you need a pre-assembly plan. So a movement with 200 to 300 components has almost 500 different plans. And the most important things, like the dimensions, the tolerances you will find on the plans. So when we go afterwards to the components production, you will always see on the machine there is the plan because they need the tolerance. So if you take a look here, this is the hammer of the minute repeater. Here in this position too, which is 0.59 millimeter. Yeah, that's the rotating X. And we can see here 0 plus 6. So these are 6 micrometer tolerance. Yes. So a movement like the tourbillon has around 4,500 tolerances like this in the complete movement. Just to give you the complexity, what does it mean? So it's a lot of work behind. So one person is making the plan, another one is controlling, a third one is approving. So it takes a lot of time until we have this complete. Then it comes to the assembly. This is the complete tourbillon cage, the peripheral tourbillon cage. Guten Morgen, Naomi. This is where we produce the movement parts. As I said, we decided strategically we only do the movement parts because this is the know-how. Our movements are unique. The peripheral movements is only for CFB. So we develop them by ourselves, we produce by ourselves, we assemble by ourselves those movements. Yes. And all the other things, bracelet, cases, we have many good partners, so we purchase it. So we have like 3 CNC machines for those kind of parts. So all the main plates. So this is now together. Now he's separating. This is out. Then we separate the parts. So we do them in different steps. One side, second side, decoration, engraving, stone setting, full automatically, all of these things. Then we separate them. Then here we have a special cleaning machine. We clean them, and then they go to the galvanic. So there will be like a gold, nickel, or rhodium coating on it. So after the cleaning, you are not allowed to touch them. They have to stay clean.
How long is that working?
7.
7.
Yeah. We have 17 before that. So 2 making only programs, 2 adjusting the machines, and 2 10 polishing, cleaning, stabilization, engraving. Now they are changing. So what we do in the morning, you have to check. You know, they have all positions. So every morning they have to check the parts. Yeah. If that's good, then it goes to the quality control. This is a very important department. So for all the movement parts we produce or we purchase, they're all controlled here. But as I said, many are now on vacation. Many people are now on vacation. All parts we produce with the plan, they have different machines to check. So every single part comes at least 3 to 4 times here. After cutting, decoration, galvanic, assembly, every time it comes to the quality control.
これ全部組み上がってここで見るんですかね?
All components, every component here, different machines, equipment. We have micrometers like this. Okay. We have with camera, with laser, for wheels if they're wrong. This is to check the hardness of the materials. This is very important. Where we buy material and when the components are finished, we always have to check the hardness, the head, the thickness of the diamonds. Then we have different positions where we check the components, technical measurements, and we also have a position there for the aesthetical, for the bridges. So this is very important. For example, here we can do like 10, 20 parts at the same time, full automatically with machine. This machine here is to check the gears if they are flat, like the wheels on the car. First step, production, clean, check. Okay. Then decoration, clean, check. Assembly, cleaning, check. Because when you go to the decoration, you're gonna touch the part. when you do assembly, it can be wrong. So we have to check always the whole lot. And when the components are finished, then they go to the stock and they take it from the stock and they give it to the watchmaker. So we need at least 1 year in advance. So what we are producing now, it's already 25. The components we do now, it's already for 25, 26. These are Japanese machines.
日本製の機械だ。
All turning parts.
あ
This is now on the machine.
あ、これ歯車だ。
This is that one here.
ああ、いや。
This is that. Always the plan you have here, it's on the machine. The machines are also occupied with robots,
あ、
so there is nobody. So here
あ、
we have only the material, and everything happens here. So everything happens here. This is always the part we are producing, and the parts are coming out here. So we have these two machines for all gears, screws, pins, all turning parts. So you need turning parts, you need CNC bridges, main plates, things like this, and this makes the bigger part. What we can do, it's like rubies, springs, things like this we don't touch. But with these two methods you can do most of the things. And here we have for teeth cutting.
ああ。でも3000から5000でしょ。3000から5000を
はい。
全品検査。
そうだからもうムーブメント1個カットするたび、デコレーションするたびのチェックなので、まあもちろん現代的にできるところはするけれど、かなり手間はかけてでの3000から5000個ですね。
なんかすごくなんだろう、いい意味で効率が悪いというか。
そうですね。
いや、思ってた以上に手間がかかって
ます。かなり手間かかってますね。
Now we will go to the watchmaking room where we do the complications. Usually we don't go in. We can go in because it's different. We have a window, you can take a look, but it's different if you look to the window or if you go in. Hello everybody. How is Mika doing? So here we do the complications.
Yes.
Turbio and higher. So for the moment we have 3 people.
3 people.
Yes. So Mika is our master watchmaker.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
For the complications. So he makes minute repeaters.
Oh.
This is not finished, that's just beginning the basic movement. But he will show us
Yes, here's the one unique piece.
Wow. What?
You like it?
Yes.
Me too.
With the special color. Also, with
Oh,
the weight screen. We have this kind of a special feature for the security function with this small window over here. So we can see the difference if we put hand setting here. So now we have that white dot on here, and it's mean that we can't like
Activate it, yeah.
It can't activate the minute
Stop.
repeater. And if we have on like a neutral like here, and we activate the minute repeater, we have that kind of like a note here.
Oh, yes.
So it shows that minute repeater. It's going to working, and in this moment
Exactly.
you can't pull the crown out.
Yeah, it's blocked.
Wonderful.
It's nice.
Yes.
And we should take a look from the back filming. So this here we call now the triple peripheral because we have 3 peripheral systems.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so we see the green oscillating weight, if we turn it. Here we see the peripheral
Yes.
tourbillon and the peripheral regulator. Yes. So this is a one-off, this is a unique timepiece. And this movement has over 600 parts. So we saw many of the parts downstairs, the production. But of course they have to be then adjusted, decorated by hand. He's doing a lot by himself. You see he also has now a turning machine to adjust all the parts. So and you can say that every watch, every movement is unique because it's adjusted and adapted only for that timepiece. This used to be our office and we transformed it a little bit to like a VIP room.
Yeah.
When we have customers, they would like to have like a unique timepiece or anything special. So we invite them, we explain them, we make the visit with them. And some people, they know what they like, and some people, they don't know. And some people, they have a lot of questions. So sometimes we spend like hours here explaining them the watch industry, that it was not Switzerland who involved the watches, that it came from France, and the whole story and area, and how does it work, what's a mechanical watch, what's a quartz watch, all of this thing. And of course we have customers making the unique timepiece. And maybe give you an idea, here we have a beautiful picture. This was one of the very first minute repeater we have customized. For a customer, he wanted to have it in black. So the dial, for example, is made in email, porcelain. The bridges of the movement are made in gold. It's a unique timepiece, only one. The stitcher on the leather, this is in gold. So all of things like this. Only one timepiece for this customer. And here's the idea really, the people who would like to have more information, which have questions, how does it work, what's a DLC coating, gold case, then you see different colors of the movements, the tourbillon, you know, this is made of white gold, fully hand engraved.
Oh.
So here we do a lot of things, also different things for customer, whatever they would like to have. Yes, so there's a big opportunity.
そのワンオフで注文ができるモデルっていうのは決まってるんですか？
一応今ペリフェラルローター、要するに自社ムーブメントの入っている、例えばトゥールビオンとかミニッツリピーターっていうピースに今のところは
割とハイエンドの
ハイエンドのものですね。
なるほど。
でも基本的にご要望を一回受け止めて、で本社と相談をして、あ、じゃあこれはできそうだからやってみましょう、これはっていうのはかなり時間をかけて。
それね、やってくれるブランドって実は少ないからですかね、っていうかほぼないから嬉しいですよね。
そうですね。でよく何本持ってるとっていうのはあっても、ブヘラも全てのお客様にオープンに。
なるほど。
はい。だから初めて実はブヘラだけど、でもユニークピース作ってみたいっていう方もウェルカムです。
さっきね、鳴らせていただいた、あれもスペシャルピースだとおっしゃってる。
はい、あれもオンリーワンのピースです。
そうか。ここに来れば、
はい。
全てが。
そうですね。いろいろこう手に取ってみる。
なるほど。
はい。でも日本でももちろん
はい、
アプリがあるので、それを見ながら受けられます。
なるほど。じゃあ今日は本当にありがとうございました。いろいろと見せていただきて、興味深いところもたくさんあったので。
Very warm welcome to the manufacturer of Carl F. Bucher. It's a pleasure to have you here.
でちなみにこちらのその工場を見学するようなことっていうのは一般の人もできるんでしょうか？
Yes, we have many visits, but it's not open public. So the visits we have here are always organized. Most of them organized through our retail partners, the stores, when they bring the customers here. But of course, we also have visits from groups like a car club or a private club. people coming and visiting us. Yes.
そもそものお話を改めてお聞きしたいんですけれども、最初の自社製ムーブメント、CFB-A1000 を2008年に、発表するわけなんですが、なぜペリフェラルローターを、その実現しようとされたのか、そこをお聞きしてもいいですか？
So for Karl Bucher, it was always important to have their own DNA. And after the relaunch of Karl Bucher as a real manufacturer with their own movements, when it came to the peripheral technology, when they had the first project, it was very interesting because nobody else until then had realized his technology in series. And this became for us a unique technology, which became also the DNA of the brand. And based on this technology, we continued then to develop next functions like the tourbillon or like the minute repeater, because it is different and it is special, it is very exclusive. And this became very attractive to us.
誰がペリフェラルローターをやりたいっていうふうに思ったんでしょうね。
I mean, of course, there have been many people involved in that, but at the end of the day, especially at that time, Mr. Bucher, Jörg G. Bucher himself, as the owner of the whole group, he was already very close to the brand, and also afterwards the collection and the watches has to be approved by him. So I think the final decision came at the end from Mr. Bucher himself.
なるほどね。実際にそのペリフェラルローターを、これだけ実用可能にしたっていうのは、長い時計の歴史の中でカール・ F ・ブヘラが、おそらく最初と言って良いのだと思うんですけれども、僕はそれは素晴らしいことだなとまず思ってます。
It is. So we know, according to the books, there have been some studies in the 50s. Costelli was one of them who had the idea, and we also know that Patek Philippe had made some tests. But at that time, they were not able to realize it. And so for a long time, there was nobody touching this system until CFB developed it. And today we can also say that we are very proud that we went that way with the peripheral technology, because it is, as I said, it is different to the mechanical watch. I mean, the mechanical watch became such a nice design element of the watch, the movement. In the back, where you see the full movement, it looks like a manual wound movement, but it is actually automatic, and you can also design the movement thinner. So these aspects allows you to create a nice watch, and for us, we are proud that today, if you look on the market, there are 5-6 well-known brands following the trend with the peripheral rotor. So we can say really that we have been the pioneer of this technology, and at the end of the day, the watch shows time, but you can show it in a different way. And I think that the peripheral technology is really a nice technical achievement that we have made.
そのペリフェラルローターをデビューさせて、その後にそのペリフェラルローターのテクノロジーをトゥールビヨンにも流用して、その後あれですよね、ミニツリピーターのあれはガバナー部分って言ったらいいのかな、超速のところにも使って、トリプルペリフェラルローターというのを実現するわけなんですが、その自動巻き以外でペリフェラルローターのテクノロジーを使っていくっていうのは当初から予定されていたのか、その後思いついたことなのかはどうなんでしょう。
So the very first original development was the automatic system.
Yes.
At that time, I was not with the brand, but when I saw that, for me it was clear that's the perfect automatic system for a tourbillon. Because until a few years back, almost nobody made a tourbillon with automatic, because everybody wants to see the tourbillon groove, the function of the tourbillon. So if you take a regular automatic oscillating weight, it's going to cover in the back of the tourbillon. And the peripheral technology for me it was clear, that's perfect. So when we said, okay, we will do a tourbillon with the peripheral system, of course, as the system is actually point of view of design, it's easy, but technically it's much more difficult to realize it. We choose the same system. And if you take a look how the peripheral system working, as the name says, it's peripherally mounted. So we are using small ceramics, micro ceramics, ball bearings. So we choose actually the same system for the tourbillon. So not only the peripheral oscillating weight, also the whole tourbillon cage is mounted peripherally. And this gives you another level of achievement. If you take a look on the tourbillon we have here, so you see the cage in the opening, and everything what moves inside, it's not fixed. So it's actually a floating tourbillon. Of course, for us then, it became the question as soon as we launched the tourbillon, what can be the higher level of complication? And we decided the way to go for a minute repeater. So actually, the basic movement of the tourbillon and of the minute repeater, it's actually the same. So we added additional function of the minute repeater on the tourbillon. And also here, for us it was important to have a slim movement. So if you take a look, the movement of the peripheral minute repeater is like 8 millimeter thick. It sounds like a lot, but in this 8 millimeter, we have over 600 parts. So it's automatic, it's tourbillon, you have a second stop, you have the minute repeater, you have all of these functions inside. And also there, when it came to the end of the construction of the development of this minute repeater movement, we had some issues with the regulator. Because we were discussing it will be nice to see the regulator on the dial side. But we had the problem with the challenge with the thickness. And then we also decided to go the peripheral way. And we reduced the thickness of the regulator over 50% with the peripheral system, instead to have two rubies and to guide it on an axe. So technically, end of the design question, with the peripheral system, it opens new ways to interpret functions different.
僕の番組を見てくれてるブヘラの、ファンに何か一言メッセージをいただければ嬉しいです。
Again, thank you very much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have those great customers and watch enthusiasts in Japan. I hope that you enjoy and that you like our watches and our peripheral technology. As we discussed, we try to make exclusive timepieces with different functions, special functions, and it makes us happy to have people around the world enjoying these nice timepieces. If you need anything, we are always here. It is very important for us that we offer the best service and quality to our customers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. はい、ということで満喫したんですけれども、
満喫していただけてよかったです。いかがでしたか？
疑問もたくさんみたいな。
まだコンティニューっていう。
そう疑問っていうか、疑ってるわけじゃないんですけれども、全品検査をしていると。
ね、本当すごかったですね。
なんかあまりね聞いたことないんですよ。実際に。だからね、なんかね、そこをもうちょっと。ブヘラの不安に知ってほしいなみたいな。
そうですね。クオリティですね。
だから今日の動画が、いい意味でそういうふうに、カール・ブヘラの不安、さらに増やすと、増やせるといいなと。僕は本当により一層好きになったので。
ありがとうございます。
もう一度この動画をですね、よく見直してブヘラってすごいなというのが、ね。
伝わると
いいですね。
嬉しいです。
はい。ということでした。
ありがとうございました。
あ、すごいなこれ。
あらゆる女性にモテる
鉄板です。
ロック福田の時計魂。
星葉さんと私との
これお宝ですよ。
うわ、すごい。